Hey everybody, so this is the live to follow the premiere. Since we had some technical difficulties in the premiere, I wanted to just go ahead and pop back on real quick. Oh, please let me know that you're here and let me know if you have any questions. I know that one of the questions that was asked in the live, and I couldn't really answer it very well, is the size of the quilt. So the finished size, depending on how you sew and depending on where you trim it, is going to run about 65 to 68 inches square. So if you want to plan for your backing fabric for the back of the quilt, you are wanting to plan for 74 inches square. Welcome in, Judy and Chloe and William. Welcome in. Glad you guys are back with me. Hey, Alicia. Glad you're here. Hey, Terry. Glad you made it. Thank you. So the mystery quilt, yeah, today is the launch. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But, okay, so the telephone number for the Tula line. Okay, so let me grab the sheet and let me see. Okay, on the Premieres Live, there was a link to a sheet for it that has all of the cheat sheets, as well as there's like a cheat sheet for the whole thing. So let me go back to the video so I can go grab it because my computer is not liking me today. as you guys saw with the fact that my audio didn't work for part of it. So let me go grab it and okay, good. It is muted. So the colorway sheets are just going to give you the colorways, and then the mystery quilt fact sheet is what's going to give you the link to every shop. And the one that's offering the Tula Pink colorways is the Jewels 307 shop. Perfect. Oh, Judy already filled out the email registration. Fantastic. Hi, Linda. Welcome in. Welcome in. And I can't chat in this live. I haven't gotten it set up. It is one of those kinds of days, guys. It is crazy busy. It's been crazy busy all week. But so yeah, the telephone number for the shop, if for any reason, guys, you cannot download the fact sheet, you can't download the colorway sheet. If there's anything that you can't get that I'm talking about, if you can't sign up for the emails, if you can't get the fabric requirements, please just send me an email. I will handle it from there because I totally understand, and this has been a technical challenge for me this time around, and I don't know why. I really don't know why it's been such a technical challenge, but it has been technology challenged. William says it wouldn't be YouTube if we didn't constantly experience technological difficulties. I know, right? I can't even say the words today. The words are not even my words. They are words. They exist. I can't say them. But yes, so the quilt is going to be between 65 and 68 inches square, and that actually depends on how you cut it. So there's going to be some information in the final reveal in September that is going to tell you where you can cut it or what you can cut off. If you want the quilt to look a certain way, you can do a little bit of trimming. The quilt is going to be a little oversized, so if you want to quilt it and then trim it, you absolutely can do that too. So I'm going to include all of those tips and tricks each month that will make your job a lot easier in the long run. And it's going to be a fun layout. It's going to be a fun layout. I actually have, let me grab it real quick because I have somewhere, nope, that's the sign up sheet. Let's see if that's it. And of course, my phone is not working. No, those are the colorways. There we go. So most of the shops that are offering more than 4 colors in their fabrics, so when you look at the colorway sheet, there will be 2 colors together If it is not a tulip pink colorway, then there are two darks. The store has offered to give you two different dark fabrics. So there's a dark A and a dark B, and we'll go over all of that again in October with whatever fabrics you've got. So with whatever fabric kit you've got, if they don't put the here's what the fabric sheet is, or they don't do all of this other stuff that they're supposed to do, if for any reason it gets lost, gets wet, the cat eats it, the dog, takes it for a run around the backyard, whatever happens, the we'll go over your fabric requirements in October again, and we'll make sure we've got everything labeled and got everything set so that you're going to be set up for success. I don't want to leave anyone behind, so we're not going to pre-do it and just drill it into the ground. I'm going to send out a reminder in September reminding you all that if you haven't picked out your fabrics, now's the time to make sure you've got your fabrics. But the stores are ready. They already know that you guys might start calling today. So you are more than welcome to start calling today, and they'll tell you what the shipping prices are and all of that. So that way you can kind of get an idea about how much your kit is going to cost if you want to do a kit for your fabrics. Now, the one thing with the Tula Pink lines, they are all with Alice. So Alice is going to get a special place in the quilt. And so those who get the Tula Pink colorway, you're going to have enough fabric to do the traditional quilt. But when it comes to the final layout, you're going to get an additional option. So you're going to be able to lay in some of the Alice fabric so that you don't necessarily have to do the traditional pieces that we've already done. Welcome in, Katie. Glad you're here. Glad you made it in. So the Alice Tula Pink colorways, those are going to have some special instructions at the end because I'm going to have everybody do all the same pieces. But the Tula Pink colorway, you get the option as to whether you're going to piece your back or how you're going to do with the extra pieces that you'll have made. But it will feature Alice if you would like to feature Alice. So you're going to have a lot of adjustments you can do with it. Cynthia says she'll be behind from the start just because she has to pause her sewing to get a house sold, decide when she finally gets to Virginia if she'll start and catch up or skip this year. I would start and catch up when you get to Virginia because there's going to be a lot of things that you'll be able to do to catch up, and it's not going to be super bad to catch up. Now, December is going to be an easy month, so I know everybody's got a lot of things going on in December, Christmas parties, school age kids have parties, family events, all of that has to go do all of that too. So Terry says she's got to go back and watch the premiere. She didn't hear the detail. Absolutely. Now there is a section. Please do not panic. There's a section in the premiere that does not have audio. It is when I am showing some fabric choices. And it's more specifically, let's see, let me grab them because I did not even put them away, guys. They're still out. So this colorway that I was showing, I was mainly showing that I was pulling the brown from the background here of my background fabric. I was pulling the gray from the coins in here, and the cream is from the compass faces. Again, you need to make sure you have enough yardage of everything. I do not have enough yardage for that kit, so that one's not going to be done. This is one of the colorways that I pulled up. Let's see, could be, I don't know what the deal is with my audio today. I think my microphone is just wanting to give me fits. I think that's what it is. We're gonna blame it on the microphone. So this colorway right here is got a lot of gray in the background, and then you've got lime green, teal, yellow, and white, all up in here. And so you can actually pick any colors you want out of that to make your colors. So my dark is my black, but if you had gray, you could absolutely do gray as your medium or your light. Instead of, like, this is a lime green. This is the one that I know that it cut out during. This lime green has some print on it, but by the time you cut into it, it's not going to matter whether or not you have some of this line drawing, this line art print in there, or if you have some of the background in there. It's all going to appear kind of lime green. Judy says she couldn't access the fact sheet. Okay, perfect. I will make sure that we pull it up then. And then this is a yellow that I pulled out. Let's see why the fact sheet is not accessing. Let me go make one change, and then we're going to retry it while I'm on the live, while I have a puppy dog trying to interrupt me. As you guys can see, he is intentional. He is very intentional on that. All right, let me grab the fact sheet and let me just open it up and make the adjustments there that way, because I think it's not. Why is it? There we go. Access requests. Yep, see, I see the access requests. Okay, share and share. Okay, so Andrea and Judy, you guys should be able to share it, or you guys should be able to see it now. And there we go. So now I've got it set, so everybody should be able to access the fact sheet. And let me do the same thing with the colorway sheet as well. Because, okay, the colorway sheet says anyone with the link, so it's already set correctly. So let me know if you are able to access it now. So please let me know if you guys have any issues accessing any of them. I've been trying to migrate a lot of my stuff off of Google Drive and migrate it to Patreon, but that hasn't been without its hiccups either. So we're just kind of in a technology bubble at the moment, trying to get it all rearranged and moved. So I will get it done before October for sure. Yay, Judy says she got them both perfect. Perfect. That is awesome. So yeah, so You is the one offering the autumn colorway, the autumn glory colorway. And let's see, can this song be participated? Yes, absolutely, Katie. Absolutely. And that's why I was showing in the premiere, that's why I was showing the different colorways. And my audio did cut out. The one one very big important key for your background is should have been called focus fabric, but I didn't call it that, and I haven't called it that in any of it. So we're going to stick with background because that's where my brain went with it. Terry says she got them both perfect. Yay. Okay, so for background, do not use directional fabric. Okay, all the cows are going the same direction. All the pigs are going the same direction. All the chickens, all the geese, all the ducks, all the words, they're all going the same direction. So where do we find the info? That is all going to be on the premiere. Let me grab the link real quick. Or actually, Chloe or Judy, if you guys can you grab the link and copy it in? For some reason, YouTube did not let me log into this live to be able to able to chat in my own chat. So I'm kind of locked out of my chat. That's another challenge that we're having today. I guess it's the multiple different lives today or something like that. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, absolutely. There's going to be a link to the premiere video, and that's where we need to go look for it. So it's going to be in the recorded video, or it's going to be in the video section. Let me see. Will it let me? Okay. Let's me hit share. Let's me hit copy. Let's see if I can try to log back in. Let's just see. Is YouTube going to cooperate? Oh, there we go. YouTube is cooperating. All right. So now, yay, and Judy got it posted. There we go. And I am actually going to go in and I'm going to go put it in the description box. Oh, it's actually already there. The Premiere link is in the description box, guys. So you can click that link and it should take you over. There we go. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. So yeah, everything that you will need. So the yardage requirements is all there. 3 of the 4 shops are shipping internationally. So if you are not located in the United States, you are still able to get a kit and participate from your home out overseas or outside of the United States. We'll put it outside of the United States instead. So what questions do you guys have for me? What questions? But yes, you absolutely can participate from your stash. You do not have to necessarily buy anything. Those who do buy a kit are going to be in a drawing specifically for those who bought kits. And that's just rewarding the stores for their participation in the project as well. So yeah, well maybe, I don't know. If they can figure out how to ship to Pluto, I think so. Terry says she has a few of those Tula prints already. Awesome. Now, you can also call the stores if you are interested. Like, let's say you want them to put together your backing for you. You can contact the stores and ask them to put together your backing for you. And they would be more than happy to do that and ship that to you. And, you know, if you only have a few of the Tula prints and you want to get the others and just do a partial kit, call and let them know and see what they're willing to do, because they have not pre-cut all of this, okay? So it's not like Cotton Cuts where every bolt of whatever we've ordered gets cut for the mystery quilt. These are brick and mortar shops that are here locally. The farthest one away from me is about a 2-hour drive, okay? So I can day trip to any of these stores easily. Some of them are easier than others because they're in town. Now during the winter, it might be a little bit harder to get to some of them, but that's okay. So let's see. Now that Christmas sparkle, that is one of the kits that I fell in love with, and it's got stockings. Hey Lisa, welcome in. They are supposed to offer an oops kit, yes. So yes, ask them for an oops kit option, and that should be a 1/4 yard of each fabric is what they're supposed to be offering as an oops kit. I did not get pre-pricing on that, so definitely call them and ask for an oops kit as well when you order your kit, and just let them know you want a 1/4 yard of each fabric. And the sooner you get in for that, the better. That way you know for sure you got your fabric. Oh yeah, perfect. Katie's hoping you're on the mend, Rita. Joan signed up. She needs to get more fabric because she didn't get enough the first time. At least she has 2 months to get it. Absolutely, Joan. Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to do this as early as I did. And next year I'm looking at doing the same thing. So I will be getting with the stores earlier next year, and we'll be launching about the same time next year, as well as doing the first clue the same time next year. So we are looking at kind of keeping this as a rolling thing. The design process for next year's quilt has already started. So I will be sewing 2 of these kits, 2 of these quilts, as part of this year's project. So you guys will get to see 2 different colorways put together on the monthly videos. And so they will not be any of the purchased kits because I want to let you guys be able to get those kits. The sandalwood kit, oh my gosh, guys, I was drooling over sandalwood. So I was drooling over sandalwood. That was, yeah. I had to yeah. No, I really like that kit. I love them all, but those are just kind of my colors. So I kind of got, yeah. I fell in love with them. Do you guys have any more questions for me? Or what questions do you have? I guess I should phrase it that way. What questions do you have? You definitely need a marking pen or pencil, and you definitely need a ruler that's going to be able to last the length of the 1 year project. So, you can use it for other quilts, you can, do whatever, but you definitely want to make sure that you're using that same brand for all of your kits for this year's quilt. Let's see, and I'm 30 seconds ahead of you guys, and my phone will not stop going off, so I apologize. oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to this. Okay, there we go. Yes. Now I'm getting the notification about the share request. Yeah. I don't know why it didn't set properly the first time, but it's technology. It's technology. It is destined today to be the bane of my existence. All right, I'm not seeing any questions come through. I hope I'm not missing anything. Let me double check on the other screen and make sure. Okay, it doesn't look like anything is missing. Oh, that's fantastic, guys. That's fantastic. Okay, so since I'm not seeing any questions come through, I will go ahead and end this live as well. So you've got 3 lives from today, or three videos from today. You've got the live before the premiere because technology, and then you have the premiere, and then you have the live after the premiere because of technology. So thank you so much for being here. If you do have any questions after the live, do not hesitate to send me an email. Feel free to contact the shops and get your kits ordered. I did include on the fact sheet, I did include the store hours. Remember, those are Mountain Time hours. So if you were looking to compare it, use Denver. Denver's on Mountain Time, Denver, Colorado. So if you want to adjust your time, you actually only need 4. You only need 4, Terry. So you need, let me grab this one because this one's easier, physically easier. So you need a background. You can call it a focus fabric. That's what it should have been called, but I called it background, and that's what kind of stuck. So that you'll need a background, and then from your background, you need to match your fabrics. So you have your background, you have a dark, you have a medium, and you have a light. And the dark, medium, and light do not have to be solids. They can be prints. They can be, just as bold as your background, but they need to read as a fabric that you would have pulled out of here. So if that makes sense. But you only need 4. You can use up to 6. So you can use 2 for your dark. You can use 2 for your light, or not 2 for your light, 2 for your medium. So you can use up to 6 fabrics in this quilt. Terry says she doesn't use solids. I know a lot of people don't, and that is okay. There is nothing wrong with using solids. No, they're not dragon eyes. Lisa, you're hilarious. I love it. They are actually compasses. It's pointed, this one's pointed north and mostly south. So these are compasses, and these are supposed to be like coins. There's like a monarch's face here on this one. Some of them look like territories. Yeah, this is from Hancock Fabrics way back in the day, when steampunk was big and popular. So this kind of comes from that steampunk time frame. I was gonna see if the manufacturer info was on here. High fashion fabrics. So no, it is compasses and coins. But yeah, you don't have to use solids. You just want something that is going to read as a different color. So if you look at the colorway sheets, none of them are solids. Nothing is a solid. Even the whites are white on white. So either they have stars or they have little confetti or something like that, they're not solids. None of them are. So it is absolutely okay for them not to be solids. I just tend to have a lot of solids to pull out when I'm looking for things. And when I'm not looking for things, I pull out prints. So that's just what I ended up with. So, all right, well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here so you guys can go check out the colorway sheets. You can also check out the fact sheet so you can contact the stores and order if you are looking to order your kits. You can also look at the fabric requirements and see that. And you can also mark those dates on your calendar so you know every date that a mystery quilt clue is going to be released. Don't forget, you can also sign up for emails from me letting you know when those clues are about to drop. You'll get it 2 to 3 days before each clue. So don't forget to go do all that. And I will see you guys later. I will be live Sunday night at 8 p.m. with Sean from The Guy Who Sews. We're going to work on